it seems like eons ago, the offseason drama about who the Vikings general manager is going to be, Ryan Poles, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah were the two finalists. Now, Ryan Poles took the Bears job because he knew he wasn't going to beat Kwesi for the Vikings job. Firmly believe that. So, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's had quite an offseason remaking this Vikings rooster, especially trimming things down from the Spielman era for sure. And the Bears, I mean, God love them, they're trying. But, I mean, Justin Fields, he needs a good offensive line in front of him. And the Bears got significantly worse up front. And they got rid of Allen Robinson. And they alienated Roquan Smith and made him mad, even though he's playing on the final year of his rookie deal, whatever. And they needed help. They needed some help. Well, help is on the way because, all right, so Kwesi has made a number of moves these last couple of days, a bunch that I do agree with, but the waiving of Armon Watts, who was picked up by the Bears on waivers, and the waiving of Ihmir Smith-Marsette, who on Thursday was picked up by the Bears off waivers, which is exactly what we said would happen because the Bears had 7th waiver priority and he wasn't going to get out of the division. Either the Bears or the Packers were going to scoop him up. But after the trade for Jalen Reagor, which I agreed with, they waived ISM, which I did not agree with because there's so many other players that could have gotten through waivers easily and onto the practice squad. Kwesi's 6th-round pick this year, Jalen Naylor. I don't think that he showed enough in preseason to warrant another team snatching him. Oli Udo. There's just so many freaking players that could have got through waivers, but I digress. But anyways, ISM is now a Bear, and so is Armon for Watts. And basically, the Bears are adding 2 starters. Like, by the time the Vikings play the Bears early on in the season, I would be shocked if ISM and Armon aren't playing significant snaps for them. And ISM, never discount the, hey, that guy played good against us scouting, even though different regime, Matt Nagy and, Matt Nagy, fake-ass Brad Childress, and Ryan Pace, that they gone in is Poles and Matt Eberflus, the IKEA toilet. But, I mean, Ihmir, he did all of his damage against the Bears. He got both of his tutties against them and just like, yeah, wow, just blowing up against his new team. Great. And like we said, ISM is walking into a great situation. I like the kid. Oh, by the way, this really bugged the hell out of me. Stop believing the fake narrative from a parody account. We're not even going to give it the time of day because it's so stupid, and that's why things like that, even though they're tongue-in-cheek and in jest, can be dangerous because people don't have unlimited time, right? So they just see a headline, especially one that's spicy, and they're like, oh, that's exactly what's it. Because our comments have been riddled about like, hey, did you know why the Vikings actually got rid of ISM? Because it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. It's asinine, and it's not fair to Ihmir Smith-Marsette. It isn't. It just is not. So I digress. But ISM, he's walking into a fantastic situation with the Bears because, I mean, besides Mooney, what else do they have? I mean, they have St. Brown coming over from the Packers. They got Byron Pringle, even though Lays are way better. Velus Jones Jr. coming out of Tennessee, I like, even though he's 75 years old, as well as Dante Pettis, who's bounced around the league. Great. Awesome. I mean, ISM, right now, even without knowing the offense, he's wide receiver 2. And he's going to be wide receiver 2 by the time the Vikings get on at U.S. Bank Stadium early in the season. So it's unfortunate. I did like me some ISM, but now he's a crooked Chicago Bear, and yeah, Justin Fields needed help, and he got some help. And this is just setting up another chapter in the soap opera of Kwesi versus Poles. Because, yeah, the Bears and Ryan Poles signing Dakota Dozier, picking up Riley Reef, claiming Armon Watts, claiming ISM. At least they're getting smarter. At least their moves actually make some sense now. But it's a dangerous game, Kwesi. But we've seen Kwesi's bold. Like, Kwesi's certainly got some huevos. Trading in division with the Lions from 12 to 32. Trading in division with the Packers for the Christian Watson pick at 34. And now waiving a couple of players that 100% weren't going to make it to your practice squad. They're going to get picked up on waivers and probably by a division rival because they had high waiver priority. But we're here. We're still here, man. Still bums me out, but is what it is. Anyways, your thoughts. Bears claim wide receiver Ihmir Smith-Marsette, who was waived by the Vikings this week. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.